Good evening, everybody.
What the hell was that?
I was finger guns.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Whiskey 6. Gonna have some fun tonight.
This is sticky on here again.
Oh my God, with the sticky cup. Get a different one.
No, it's the tablecloth. There's something on the tablecloth.
There's nothing on the tablecloth.
Okay.
It's the bottom of your glass. Just put it there.
Okay.
There you
Nope.
go. Oh my God.
Okay.
Anyway, hope you're having a good week. Almost to the weekend.
Oh, thank God.
Tomorrow's the last day. I don't know how it is by you. Here it is freezing cold.
We're looking at temperatures minus 25.
It's going to be between minus 20 and minus 25 with the wind chill tomorrow. And they are sending us to school.
Yeah.
We were hoping for a snow day, but we got the email just saying, hey, make sure you bundle your kids up. So that's the signal.
A friend of mine that I work with said that she thought the text message was ridiculous. I was like, I'm glad they reminded us, because otherwise I would have been sending my sophomore out in his bathing suit.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I was trying to put together what you said there, but now I get it. What? It's a good thing they told us.
Yeah, otherwise I would send my son.
It was sarcastic.
Right.
Okay, I was only half listening.
Wow. Par for the course.
We are drinking some sabbatical. Port finish tonight, courtesy of
Frick.
One of our buddies here, Frick from DRC Bar. It's delicious. It
really is good.
For the first sabbatical we've ever had, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
So thanks
sabbatical is fantastical.
Oh my God.
See what I did? I haven't even had a sip yet.
We got Thomas Anderson here. How's it going? We got a bunch of people who are backstage here. But hopefully if you're in the chat, say hello, participate in the conversation tonight. We got a lot of fun things to talk about.
Rick's got me down for one already.
All right. Yep. That's what she said. I see that.
I don't even know what I said.
Kevin's here. Kevin, I'm going to come by and get those bottles from you tomorrow. Kevin has a Knob Creek single barrel reserve.
Okay.
From 2018.
Wow.
That Rob Haaswalker got me.
Of course he did.
And a Paper Turkey Wild 101.
Oh.
So yeah. I'll actually enjoy that. Camel Toe is here.
Ew.
Camel Toe, what's up?
Sorry.
Kind of gross. Uncle Larry, what's happening? Some OGD bonded for Neo. Awesome. All right, let's bring in our panel. We'll go right across the line here, Marianne.
Thank you, Rick. Yeah, we'll go right across. I concur.
All right, so coming in first from the land of bourbon,
our resident cowboy
from Whiskey Wars and Mash and Metal, it is Sean. Sean, what is up?
Not much, man.
Hey, you're drinking tonight. Attaboy.
I almost have to. As you guys know, I was trying to watch a Trump speech before the show, and so I'm starting with cask strength because my brain is about to catch on fire. But here we go.
Going hard in the paint right off the bat. I like it.
Here we go. Yeah.
Well,
cheers,
is there any other way to go besides hard in the paint?
Sean just wants to forget what he just watched, so
yeah,
I get it. Todd from 21090 is here. What's up, Todd? Good to see you, brother. And 1920 for our buddy Kevin. That's awesome. That's what she said. Number 2.
Yeah.
We're keeping a count. I'm going to do a slash right here. We got 2 slashes on the paper already.
Todd, good to see you, sir.
All right. Well. Yeah. That's our buddy Kevin.
Yeah. Jinx.
Yeah. All right. You said you're drinking what?
So what I'm drinking specifically is thanks to Gordo up in the Great White North of Wisconsin. This is Cabin Strength. It is a Wisconsin release there, local to him. And it's good. I like my previous bottle better. I will say that, back when they had the barrel number on each one, but it's still pretty tasty. In fact, I'm going to double up.
It's just bourbon. It's just
bourbon. It's just straight bourbon, and it's 111 proof, so not like crazy proofy, but it's good.
Right on.
Crazy.
Cool. I've never heard of it. That's interesting. I always like an interesting bottle to check out. Cool. Canadian Chris is here. What's up, eh? All right. Coming in from kind of boring state these days. Nothing really going on.
Nothing's happening. It's very pleasant there. Very peaceful.
Kind of calm and
news has been super quiet. Yeah.
Very quiet.
I don't know.
Very
I haven't heard much about Minnesota since Prince died. So,
but you know what? Our favorite thing about that state. because you know him, you love him.
He is
Our redheaded stallion.
from the Bourbon Notes. It is Ben. Ben, what's
happening?
What's happening, Ben?
On top of being boring here, I heard you guys talking about the 20, 25 below wind chill. It has been below zero for like a week now.
Oh, my God.
no.
Starting out with 22 below straight temperature, 40 below wind chill
wow? Holy
That is
a few days ago.
it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
so it
we're-
was, yeah.
That's crazy. We're about to hit a record like for the number of days below 10 degrees. Like our record is like 16 or something. And they said we're probably going to get in to the top 3 by the end of this week because we've had several days and we're going to have a couple more where it's, single digits. And so, yeah, it's fun. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, Ben,
fun.
Yeah.
Question, just on your temperature topic, what is the frost line in Minnesota?
I don't actually know. I think I knew that at one point, but yeah, I'm not sure. It's pretty far down there.
I'm just imagining it because like around here everything's buried at least 2 feet, sometimes 3, but like up there, I'd imagine it's got to be far deeper because like -20 actual temperature is insane.
Yeah, it's,
Right?
it's pretty wild.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's one of those things, if you've never been in that temperature before, it's quite an experience.
Yeah, I would imagine.
The worst
So
I've ever been in was it was like 30 to 35 below actual temperature, and it was almost 70 below wind chill. That was up in northern Minnesota on ice fishing, and we were ice fishing in pop-up, the pop-up like tent ice fishing.
Oh, good God.
Things, and we just put heaters inside there, propane heaters, and just got hammered all day.
Nice.
That's great. That's a good time. You don't really care. if
having
it's
to get
cold
out
at
on
that
the
point.
having to get out on the lake to take a leak when it's 70 below wind chill on an open lake is well, you guys, we don't need to discuss it, but it was an unpleasant
Does
experience.
your pee just freeze when it comes out?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'd imagine.
Damn near, yeah, almost.
Right?
You got to get it done quickly.
Yeah, like frozen
So you're-
streams.
You're
That's right.
you're
Yeah.
hammering it out. You're getting it done quickly. What is this ice fishing that I hear of? It does not sound like
Doesn't
anything
sound like it's a
pleasant.
euphemism.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
a
like
euphemism.
it. Look at this.
I had
Oh
a
my
joke
God.
I'm not gonna make.
That's good. All right, let's bring in our next pal who
Oh, I agree with everything Myron
That's
says.
right, that's
And
right.
these days, Myron is agreeing with everything I say too.
that's true. That's true.
Yep.
It is definitely
Myron and I are simpatico,
We
like
have-
this.
we definitely have little blocks and camps that have
We're gonna have to
certain
start writing down
perspectives.
times that Myron, Marie-Ann disagree.
Okay, you try and see.
Yeah, but Myron and Marianne are definitely aligned. Myron, what's up? How's it going, buddy?
Hi, buddy.
Oh man, not bad. Hey, what's going on, family? Glad to be
yeah.
back. Glad to see you guys.
Glad to see you
I
too.
am a few days away.
You're so
from,
close, buddy. You're so close.
being able
that's
to
right.
pour something in here. Yeah,
Yeah. Still going. That's good for you.
yeah.
So, Myron, how busy were you this past week with the storms and stuff?
Believe it or not, we just basically went in and sat around. I mean, on Sunday. So we went in on Sunday. It was mandatory. Everybody had to come in on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And there's a section of 495. So, of course, you guys aren't from here, so you don't know. But one main road, Van Dorn, goes under the major highway, which is 495. So
Okay.
we've got tall poles on either side. We've got wires strung between the two poles. Those wires are hot. Well, one of the salt trucks that's able to flip its bed up left its bed up.
Oh,
So-
damn.
No.
Boy.
Yeah. So he actually caught a communications wire below the bridge, which caused one of the poles on the other side to snap, causing the pole that has the wires going over 495 to snap. So one of the major highways had to be shut down periodically here and there as they got wire back up. Now, I wasn't part of that. My crew was. But after that, like, that was the biggest thing we had. Other than that, we just sat in the snow. I mean, because like it was ice, like after the freezing rain hit, it was ice everywhere. Like, we really haven't left the shop this week because you can't get on the side roads. Main roads are fine. Side roads, you've got ice, that thick. So it's like,
Yeah.
Cool.
Man,
Oh,
how'd you
I'm
like to
glad-
have to make that phone call to your boss? I left the bed of the truck up and hit a bridge and caused an outage. Damn.
It happens. It happens more often than you know.
Yeah,
Because
I bet it does.
especially like when they tear down a house in an existing neighborhood to build a bigger house, a lot of these dump trucks that are delivering like rock, sand, whatever, they'll leave their bed up by mistake and they'll snatch services on the way out. But this is the first time, like I said, he caught a communications wire, flipped his truck. That's what flipped his truck, snapped the pole, snapped the other pole, and he was laying on his side. So yeah,
Damn.
it was quite eventful for the guys.
Yikes.
Yeah, I bet. All right, well, let's bring in our last panelist tonight. No Bobby tonight.
No, Bobby.
Bobby's a little under the weather, so we're going to bring in from right down the road from Bobby's house.
We have to call him by his new name, and then we'll explain why.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Our new buddy and your buddy,
Frick from the DRC bar. What's up, Rick?
I got a new nickname, huh?
You do.
I have to start collecting. I've got a lot of nicknames.
There you go.
Well, wait a minute now. So do I? Because I've been calling him Big Rick Energy. So
Yeah,
do I have to call him Big Frick Energy?
Big Frick Energy
That's
from
it.
now on. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm at
The two episodes that I did that were from your sample pack, which by the way I haven't gotten to thank you in person, Rick. I think we're all very very
ridiculous, sir. Absolutely
Yeah,
ridiculous.
for real.
yeah.
Hey,
that was an
So
amazing.
generous.
Whiskey's
Amazing
just sharing
sample
with friends,
pack.
right? I mean, come on, that's
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
Okay,
no
so
reason
we were
not-
So-
here-
Cheers to you, buddy.
Oh no, we lost Rick.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh
He is-
yeah, we keep.
He is blurred. He's in like
He's
witness
fricked right out of
protection.
here.
He's blurred.
see,
Yeah,
hang on a
it must be your. I can hear
I
you,
can
Rick.
hear him.
Yeah, your audio is
Uh-oh.
fine. Just,
So don't
Okay.
just all of
talk
a sudden,
shit about us because you think
all,
you're not
all of
on.
a sudden, Rick is
No, never. I would never.
Caramel
This is,
Toe said, "Cheers, F Rick."
No,
So
that's
he's
wrong.
like,
I think it's-
"Cheers, F Rick."
No, that's wrong.
That's what he said.
yeah, it's not,
you guys can hear me until I can get my video back.
it's
Don't
not,
mess with my
we're,
friends.
it's not what we're going for there, Caramel Toe.
I want to know why we call why he got nicknamed Frick. Is it because him and Bobby are like frickin' frack or what?
It's because your buddy Brian over here just has some sort of speech impediment.
I called him Frick in a video.
We like for no
Oh,
apparent
okay.
reason at all. Like we were saying thank you very much to our buddy Rick who sent us this awesome package, and Brian just goes thanks to our buddy Frick, like just out of nowhere. So I was like, okay, this is what it is now. But
Yep. He's now
so
Frick.
we can
forever
call
and
Brian
always.
speech impediment Brian. So
I don't have a speech impediment. All right. Well, while Rick it says Rick spends all his money on whiskey, nothing on internet. That's outstanding.
I don't know, Maria. We may have to vote on this because I think Big Rick Energy just
Trumps it. Just trumps it. Yeah.
oh,
That's what I was calling him in my videos. I was like, he's Big Rick Energy now.
God.
From now on, I'm shocked that is that the first time that cannot be the first time someone's ever called him Big Rick Energy. I thought about that the first time when I first started getting to see him online and stuff. I was like, man, missed opportunity. Could have just called his channel Big Rick Energy.
That would be. It would be
DRC
good.
bar is pretty cool though too. So.
It is. It is.
But it kind of rhymes. BRE.
Mrs. DRC said he loves the DRC. I don't think he does, because he was very like when I said Dirty RC on a thing. He was like, "Oh, I'm just DRC now."
oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
He's cleaning up. He's cleaning up the image a little bit, I think. All right.
Yeah.
Why don't we go
Well,
ahead
that's from
and get started?
Mrs. DRC. So
Yeah. Right.
And
she would
she's
be
the
in the
boss.
know.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Myron,
all right.
don't you agree?
this DRC.
Well, we'll see by the end of the night.
We'll see if Rick comes back with a black eye or something.
Right.
and we'll
Okay.
go from
Can
there.
you turn mine up?
I can turn the volume
We
up.
lost
I
our
just-
heads.
I don't want to get a lot of feedback. That's the only problem. Like I don't want it coming back into our microphones.
Yeah, I understand.
That's what.
I thought you were going to say I don't want it coming back into our ears. I jumped the gun. I was trying to be proactive, and so I tried to stop it. But yeah, it got let one slip out there. Okay, moving right. on.
That's when she said.
There
You
we
let
go.
it slip right out.
Right.
That's
the
what
floor.
she said.
Mrs. DRC said, "Yeah, Big Rick Energy is great." Oh, okay. We'll save that for the after show. Okay.
I was gonna say you might be in the know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she would probably know better than us for sure. I can't speak for Bobby, but the people who are here, she would know better than the five of us.
Correct.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's talk about this. This was some exciting news this week, guys. I know you all were like, holy cow, who were the marketing geniuses that came up with this one? Bardstown.
Oh, yeah.
Decided to redesign their bottles. And we're not going to spend a ton of time on this.
Okay, good.
But I know a lot of people had something to say about this. To me, this looks like, so I don't know if they had these stores like everywhere. Did everybody have No Frills? The store?
Not familiar. No.
So No Frills was like a store that sold all generic stuff. Like you'd walk in and everything had a white wrapper on it and it just said beer or flour or sugar in black.
I remember seeing those kind of brands at different stores.
Right. So it's like it was just all generic stuff. They had one in Canada too, and the difference in Canada was they were yellow labels instead of white, but they still just said like water or milk. It was terrible. And these labels remind me so much of that. And then their marketing director is still in middle school apparently. Yeah. I mean, and then when I read the one press release, and I think I sent it to you guys, they said, well, people said they were having a hard time deciding or figuring out which bottle was which. So we wanted to make it clear which bottle was which. And I'm just like,
because these idiots couldn't pick up the bottle and read it a little closer.
Thank you.
Words are hard, Ben. Words are hard.
If they can read this label, they can read the other label.
Brian,
I'm
going to say this, Brian. I was sitting up here like, what in the hell? These bottles are so ugly. They're so plain Jane. So I go into that Virginia ABC store today, and they have all of the older versions, which look way better, right? But I noticed that they all say Bardstown Bourbon Company, and they all say something else. I've got them here somewhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, how in the hell is everybody having a problem reading the bottle, right? So then I go and look. Now, I know by looking at green, that's going to be the rye. I know by looking at the tan label, that's going to be the wheat. But then I do go and look, and I had a hard-ass time. I said, am I getting older because I can't fucking see which one is which? I was like, maybe they did have a point. Those bottles are still ugly, though. I'm sorry. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost certain these labels were made at Pop Copy. Anybody know that reference?
No.
The Dave Chappelle skit? Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, no.
To me, the only issue that I had was when they had the high wheat was like cream color and the other one was like white. And I ended up, somebody said, hey, can you grab me a high wheat? And I bought them the white label instead of the cream label. But maybe they could have differentiated the colors of the labels, but this, I don't know, this is like announcing we think bourbon drinkers are idiots. So we're going to make these basic bitch, plain Jane, huge labels on them so you can tell what you're actually buying.
Maybe they're just for older people so that you don't put your readers on.
That could be. I mean, that seems like that might be the only explanation. I actually don't mind the labels in the sense like having the one smaller label on top, and then I think the colors are cool. It's just the fact that all they wrote was just bourbon whiskey bottle. Like if they would have put something a little more flashy on there, I think it actually would be kind of a cool bottle. I think that blue one with the high wheat is kind of I like it, the colors in the two separate labels. I think that's cool. Yeah. And the fact that the one doesn't go all the way around, but it's just then the text on it just looks generic.
Yes.
So I have a question. Not doing well enough that they couldn't splurge a little on their label making?
Well, and I feel like Bardstown, I mean, I'm not in their data, their sales data, but I feel like Bardstown's pretty established. Why would you need to do this?
Also, I just have to point this out because Ben had this issue with our tater sticker, things being off center. I'm not a fan of the top label not being in line with the secondary bottom label.
How it's shorter. It doesn't go over as far.
Very much. That's not aesthetically pleasing to me. But
the other thing I don't like is I liked the Bardstown logo with the barrel, and it's not on there anywhere. It might be around the side or something, but it's not on the front anymore. Like the BB, was it like Bardstown
Oh,
Bird,
yeah.
like 2 Bs in the barrel? I like that, and I think this just looks. I think everybody kind of hit it. It looks cheap.
Myron.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
With the chat on the screen and the picture of the bottles, we can't see Myron.
Yeah, that's what I was.
There
just
we
Oh,
go.
gosh, sorry.
I was just about to say the same thing. But I was like, Myron's hiding behind
Okay,
chat.
clear the bottles anyway.
Okay. Yeah. We
Oh,
can take
Big
these.
Rick
There we
Energy's
go.
back.
We got him back.
So,
What's up, guys?
Hi.
What's up, Rick?
Rick, you like the new Bardstown bottles?
They look kind of homogenized.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, not a fan. But I am
And
a
that's-
fan of trying this old Granddad 16 year from Ben.
Ooh.
Oh God, don't do it.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
do it.
No.
You
Wait,
got my
why?
text
Let
about
him
that,
try it.
right?
Let him try
like old Granddad 16, Ben.
Oh, this is the bad one?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
good
let him
call.
try
Okay.
it.
No. I'm not going to fall in that trap, Myron. No way.
No,
All right,
I'm
so
just
you're
saying,
my-
like, you can give us an honest, straight up, honest review because I've heard
was it
mixed
really-
reviews.
Was it really OGD 16 or did you mislabel it?
No, it really was. I actually just filmed a video on it. This happened during a live stream. I went on a live stream to talk about how all of a sudden my OGD didn't taste right, and it was just after I had sent you the sample like that day because I drank a little bit when I did the sample, and then on the live stream I realized that there was a rubber cork in the bottle,
Oh.
and then
okay.
so a friend of mine who I gave a sample to a while ago, actually kept about half the sample, and I think it was the sample when this happened. And so he gave me the rest of it. He goes, "This is pre-rubber cork in the bottle, so you can compare." And I filmed a video that I might probably release this week or as a bonus video. The video is just called "I Fucked Up," and it's the whole story of how this happened. And so I did a side by side, and it's ruined. It's definitely ruined.
So
You
this
gotta
is
love
the,
when it's
this is the
pre-rubber
cork
cork.
version.
Did it like?
Yeah, this is
turn
the
on
ruined
you or
one.
something?
Yeah, it tastes like chemicals. The rubber, and there was a rubber stopper in there, like about that big.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the flavor of a rubber stopper. Come on.
It's got like acetone and Sharpie marker, and
Yeah.
none of
Oh,
that
you
stuff
said
was there on
It's
the.
like paint thinner on the nose. Yeah, I'll pass on that
Yeah.
if you're all right with that. Yeah.
Oh God, no! Dude, I feel so bad because I sent those after he sent the monster sample package because he was a Patreon winner, and he sends me all this like unbelievable stuff, probably like hundreds of dollars worth of whiskey, and I send him tainted old Granddad.
Right,
It's
yeah.
just the worst.
That's for the old Granddad, or that's for the Eagle Rare, very double Eagle, very rare. Rick, you get.
Yeah,
That was the even swap.
It had a rubber
right?
cork in it.
That was the
Yeah.
even swap. Okay, so
Rick,
yeah,
I will be
Just
putting
for
together
midnight.
new
so Ben, I've got
samples
three
for you.
others. What do I try now? I've got the Jack Daniel's Bold and Spicy, the Jack Daniel's Sweet and Oaky, or the Knob Creek 14-year 6-month. Which I
I
opened
say
first.
the Jack
Ooh.
Daniel's sweet and what was the other adjective?
Sweet Noki.
Sweet
Yes,
and Oaky
yeah,
or
do
Bold
that
and
one.
spicy. I love that bold and spicy rye, and then that Knob Creek is one of the old school single barrels. I opened it up like a couple months ago when I hit 5,000 subs, and it's like one of those 15-year single barrels, and it's
Go Bold and
it's a
Spicy.
monster.
I know it is delicious.
Yeah,
have you had
so
it, Byron?
good.
You
Mike,
know,
we're
I
hearing
had
rumors here. We're hearing
I had
rumors
a
here that you're
2000
giving up your
You
alcohol
know-
and selling your collection.
There was a time, Rick, that my wife was spreading a similar rumor. How interesting.
we've been hacked. I'm blaming Russia or Ukraine or somebody, but that is definitely not true.
Russian disinformation.
Rick, that's 107 proof Jack Daniel's rye. It's only available in duty-free shops, and it's just
Oh,
one of those
tasty.
ones.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
It's
one of those
layered.
ones I wish it was a regular release. It's just like I think Jack Daniel's in particular does really good ryes. And that one, the 107 proof point just works so well with it. I love it, and I wish it was sold regularly. So I'm going to Mexico in a couple weeks, so I'll probably be able to snag one then.
The
You gonna bring back
JD
some
barrel proof
mezcal
rye.
for Myron?
What's that?
Huh?
Is he gonna bring back some mezcal for Myron?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to send me some brands?
Anything authentic. Anything authentic.
Well, thank you for this.
Okay.
It's tasty.
No,
you-
absolutely.
Does anybody watch The Reluctant Traveler, the Eugene
Oh
Levy show
God,
on
it's
Apple?
so wonderful.
Mm-mm.
No?
He went to Mexico. Like he goes to a different country every episode.
The premise is he's 75 years old, and really, like being a
Doesn't
celebrity,
travel.
he's never traveled. Like he really is afraid. He's a very fearful man.
So they sent him to Mexico for one episode, and he went to like a mezcal distillery. They make like 100 bottles a year or something, like crazy. And he tried it there. They lay a bottle on him. They're like, here you go. This is for you, whatever. And he ended up giving it away. Like he didn't like, he put it on the ofrenda of the people's house.
That's right. Yep.
He ended up giving it away. And I was like, man, like, I don't know. I feel like I would, if somebody gave me a bottle, like one of 100 that they make in a year, I might appreciate it a little more.
Yeah.
But it was
it's a show we highly recommend. It's a really like wholesome, nice, just a nice show to watch. It's lovely to see all the different places that he goes.
For sure.
So did he just not like mezcal, or
I think he tried it.
He's a wine drinker.
Yeah, he tried it like at the distillery, and you could tell he was like, okay. But then like, I don't know. I feel like I would have appreciated more not just giving it away, but whatever.
I mean, if they could just be that they're only making 100 bottles because there is no larger demand than that.
It could be, right?
It could be, but I think it probably is because it's like artisan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe that was just my impression.
Just put artisan in front of it, and that's what it is.
That's right. And then it's like fancy.
Right. What? Show me again.
Fancy.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about this one real quick because we got a text from our buddy Rick this week that he had access to.
No, that's incorrect.
Hold on, let's try that again. I
This
had it
sweet
all
Nokia's
set up.
great.
There we go. This.
There we go.
Okay. So this bottle is starting to show up on shelves here and there. We haven't seen one around here. I obviously Rick has a shop in California that's got one. Jason C found it at the OHLQ. I watched a video a couple weeks ago of a couple guys who were like bourbon hunting in New Jersey, and he found one and bought it. But he paid a ridiculous. It was, I think I put in our text, like it was like $160. He paid way more than the $100 for it.
That's a lot.
So
that's crazy.
So this is Woodford Double Oak. These are now the single barrel proofs. And I don't know if anybody watched Jason's video today at any point, but I have some questions. So the first thing that really, and maybe somebody who knows more about bourbon can answer this one
sharing
for me.
so you can go full screen. Sorry.
So what he said, and I know Ben, you told us this too. This bottle goes into
your butt.
It goes into the secondary barrel at a barrel.
Thank you, Myron.
Secondary barrel at 100 proof.
Yeah.
And it came out, this particular bottle that Jason C has came out at 96.24 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot for the life of me figure out how, because the deal is they proof it down before it goes in and don't proof it down again.
Sean knows.
So how does this lose proof after almost a year in the secondary barrel? Like, isn't it supposed to, with age and evaporation, gain proof? So Sean, I saw your hand go up. What's the deal?
So whether it gains or loses proof is completely dependent on the climate that the barrels are in.
Okay.
So like, for instance, obviously our pick, Corbin Cash, because it is so arid out there, that's why David keeps producing these either nearly hazmat or hazmat barrels, because it's pulling water out of the barrel instead of alcohol. In Kentucky, we're usually quite humid, so it's generally not pulling water out because there's so much water in the air already.
Okay.
So you tend to lose alcohol instead of water.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
All right. Fair enough. That's something I just did not know, and it just didn't seem right to me when he said it actually went down in proof. I was like, well, they must proof it down more or something. But that makes more
I will
sense.
say that's not always true of Kentucky. I mean, there are some times that you will gain proof, but I would say it's probably more typical than not that you usually lose proof because Kentucky is usually pretty. If we had several dry years in a row, then you might get some higher proof things. But
okay. Okay. So this was my next question, and anybody, like, we can kind of go around and say, why does Woodford keep doing stuff like this where they keep the proof so low? A, number one, and B, number two, is this something you're even interested in at $100 for a few proof points higher? So let's go down to Rick. Rick, I know you have one. You have a buddy who has a shop who got one of these picks. You said it's very good. So somebody who has bought one, is this worth the $100 price tag, do you think?
I have a secondary question for you, Rick. I would like to know if the taste is really vastly different than the standard Woodford Double Oaked as well.
What I think didn't Jason review this, right? Imagine
Yes.
He did.
Yeah. And I recall him saying, and I kind of copied his words because it was really good, that there were layers to the barrel proof version versus the regular double oak. And I agree with that. I feel like it's a little bit more complex, and it actually drinks. If I had to guess, it feels like it drinks around 105 or 107 proof.
Oh,
Okay.
Even though it's 96 or 98 or whatever they come out at, depending
Right.
on the barrel. So I just poured a little bit just to make sure it was fresh on my palate, and it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Now the question is, would you spend $99 if you weren't supporting, your local store and you're not a Woodford fanboy? I don't know. I think $79 would be a really fair price for this. And I think at $79, it's an everyday buy at $79.
okay.
I think $99 is probably a little bit of a stretch, but if you love Woodford and you like, and that's your palate and, you like that flavor profile, I think you kind of miss out by not trying a barrel select.
If we found it locally for $100, I would buy it for
I
sure.
would not. I mean,
Well, yes, you would.
I'm not going to say no, we can't buy it, but my vote would be no. I would at least want to try it first.
As a
And if
matter
it
of
was an
fact, you
exceptional-
absolutely would make that purchase.
Okay, whatever.
Overruled.
Is this
Overruled,
something
Brian.
that is on your radar?
Wait, what did Sean? What did you say?
I just said overruled. Brian.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I would actually buy it. I would buy
Yes.
it just to have one. And the reason why is because I did not like Woodford Double Oak, the standard shelfer. And then, people were telling me to get a pick. So I did get a pick. I did enjoy the pick. I had another pick after that was just okay. And I'm glad I sampled it before I bought it. So when the Woodford Double Oak came out for $200, I saw it. I mean, I saw it at the Virginia ABC. They wanted $200 for it. Not being a fan of regular Woodford Double Oak, I didn't get it. However, I tried some at a bourbon meetup, and I was like, "Damn!" Like I didn't want it to be good, but it was good. It wasn't $200 good. Yeah. So the double I actually liked, but it just not for $200.
Yeah.
And
right.
I kind of feel like this is going to be the same way where I'll like it. Do I think it's $30 or $40 better than the standard? Probably not, but I'll probably will just get one just to get it.
That's right.
That
I agree with that.
reminds me, Myron. You said the kind of the delta between the double and the double. I think of like Eagle Rare, and so the Eagle Rare 10, you've got the Eagle Rare 12, which is new this last year, and then you've got the BTAC 17, right? So the 10, we'll call the 10 a 1, like it's a 1. It's not even anywhere up the scale, and let's call the BTAC 17 is a 10. I look at the 12 as like a 7. So the value you get for the 12, like I'd rather buy the 12 than spend money on the 17, because look how many 12s you can get at a 7 as opposed to a 17. I don't know if you look at the same way on the double or not.
I do roughly the same kind of math there, Rick. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same
you
thing
kinda have to.
on Knob Creek 12 and 15 and 18.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ben, what
Ben.
about you?
I don't know. I mean, when I first saw this, I was super excited. I just saw Woodford's releasing a barrel proof double oak. And then to find out, okay, so they're taking the regular Woodford, they proof the barrel proof down to 100, then put it in the secondary barrel, and whatever comes out of that is barrel proof. Is that even does that legally qualify as barrel proof, or is there even a law? I don't know. That's ridiculous.
Yes.
And B, it seems like, I mean, I guess the proof is on there, on the front, so you can know it's not a 120 proof bottle or anything like that. But it just seems like gimmicky. It seems like Woodford is always trying to pull one over on their customers. The double oak, when that first came out, I and a lot of people on YouTube got a lot of shit in the comments for saying that it was aged in a third barrel. because that's what they made it sound like it was. And I actually took the liberty of
Isn't it just aged
s-
longer, the double double?
yeah, so it says, so this is their press release for that. It says this handcrafted double barrel, yada, 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 resting 5 to 7 years in the first barrel, then up to 2 years in a second barrel. This liquid is flavor notes of whatever. The next paragraph says this: double oaked is handcrafted by finishing fully mature Woodford Reserve double oak bourbon for an additional 2 years in a second heavily toasted, lightly charred new oak barrel. So, what is fully matured Woodford Reserve double oak bourbon? It's bourbon
Right.
that's been in 2 barrels, the second one being a heavily toasted, lightly charred or whatever. And then it
Right.
says fully matured Woodford Reserve double oak bourbon for an additional 2 years in the second
Right.
finishing barrel. So they really made it sound like it was something that it wasn't. So you're paying $200 for an extra 2 years,
Years,
or like
yeah.
not even that, because they already age it for like 6-7 months or something. So a year and a half. And then the batch proof stuff that's just cast strength Woodford, and they charge $130. And I don't know. I like Woodford, but I'm kind of done with their bullshit. It's getting to be insulting. But I
And
love
that's-
double oak, so I'll keep buying that.
Yeah, right, for sure. And that's one of the things I wanted to get to, Sean. We'll have you talk about this one, and then, we'll get to that because I want to know what the deal is with
I want
Woodford.
to weigh in after
fe-
Sean.
Yeah, of course. But I feel like I think it is a lot of bullshit. I think you're right, Ben. Sean, where are you? Like, is this a bottle that interests you? Do you even like double oak, like regular double oaked?
It's fine.
Okay.
I want to address something that Ben said though. So, because the TTB is maybe not specific enough, there is no law that requires you to have any proof point going into the barrel. So whatever you put in the barrel is technically barrel proof because that's what you're putting in the barrel. So I looked up a couple examples. I just want to make sure I had the numbers right. So for instance, Maker's Mark, their entry proof is 110 on all of their products.
Okay.
Wild Turkey, their entry proof on every product they make is 115. So obviously they're watering it down across the board. And Woodford's doing the same, just more water.
It seems gimmicky though, because they're using that secondary barrel to basically, they couldn't call that barrel proof after they proofed it down after it's been aged. They can't. That's not barrel proof bourbon.
Well, because you're going
that's
into
how
the barrel, you can. So
That's
that's
how
what
they
I
get
mean. So
around
they're
it.
using that secondary barrel. It's a gimmick. It's just
sure. Yeah, I agree. You're right. It is a gimmick. I mean, I think that whole bottle is pretty gimmicky, honestly. Now that we're getting into the opinion part. I mean, I don't like it because it feels disingenuous and like you're lying to the customer because I mean, especially if you don't look at the proof point, you're like all excited, like, man, a Woodford double oak, barrel proof, that's awesome, except for it's 96 proof. It's kind of, and especially for new bourbon drinkers, this would be really confusing, I think.
Yeah.
I don't like the way it's marketed. Not a fan. But I mean, like you said, Ben, this is not the first time that Woodford has done things like this. So I too am kind of done with their crap. And I think for that reason alone, I probably won't ever buy one. Just because I don't want to support this, what I consider being, I don't know, at least not, I don't know if it's not honest, but it's something like that.
Yeah. Where are you?
Okay, so fans of our channel know that I started drinking bourbon because of Woodford Double Oak.
That's right.
And so, I'm a big fan, and I am easily swayed by any store pick of a Woodford Double Oak that there is, and I will always want to buy one. That being said, I'm glad. Who started with I think it was Myron that started the talk of the Woodford Double Oaked, and we tried a sample of it.
Didn't like it.
And we hated it. And I hated is a strong word. I just felt like it really did not exceed anything better than a regular Woodford Double Oak. It tasted very, very similar. And I thought for $200,
not for $200,
it was extremely gimmicky. So I'm going to have to restructure my opinion on buying this barrel pick, because for $100, what if it's just the same shit rebranded, just
Yeah.
like everybody else was saying? So,
Well, I mean, it is. It's just in the barrel a little bit longer.
so you know what? I'm going to have to say now that I'm going to be a try before I buy. If it was $70, I would buy it for
Yeah.
sure. But higher than
Yeah.
that, I would say try before I buy.
Well, and that's reasonable because a regular double oaked is 50 or 60.
Yeah.
A pick is 65,
Right.
maybe 70. Like, so price this at like 70 or 75.
Now,
Like,
had I
And,
gone
and Brian, just real quick, you said something there. Just wanted to be clear. This isn't aged any longer.
right,
The only difference is they're adding the water beforehand and then
Right.
putting that in the barrel and then
Right.
not proofing it down. But it's not
Right.
aged any longer than the other product.
exactly.
Had I gone first in the panel and not listened to everybody else, I would have been like, yeah, we're picking it. I did
Sure.
say we're buying it
Yep.
for $100, but I thought that was a very reasonable and rational discussion. And you reminded me of some things, fellas. So thank you very much.
I was trying to think as we were talking, and Ben, you brought up like, is it even barrel proof or whatever? And I was trying to think like, are there any finished bourbons that are barrel proof?
Why you guys slam the table?
And the old, besides this one, like I was trying to think, is this like something that people do? The only other one I can think of is like an Elijah Craig toasted barrel proof. But other than that, I don't think there's many
Well,
that are
when you
finished
say
and also
finished,
barrel
I-
proof.
Like
Yeah, I mean, Starlight.
Angel's
Starlight
Envy has, yeah, Starlight has. You sent me one, a brandy finished Starlight, barrel proof.
Yeah, but that wasn't barrel
Um,
proof. Though.
It's cast strength. It's a
Well, what was your question?
well, like Angel's Envy has cast strength as well. What who are
Yeah,
you talking
that's
to?
true.
Sean?
That's true.
What is that sabbatical you're sipping on? What's the proof on that?
The one that we have,
Yeah.
this one's
Delicious proof.
47.5, so 95.
Oh, okay. This one that was a little softer. Got it.
Yeah, it's good though.
it's so
really
good. Excellent.
I love their bottles too. I love the dimples on the inside of the bottle.
I want to answer that question because I know that there are some barrel proof finished whiskeys. I just can't think.
Well,
of
I
one.
forgot about the Angel's Envy cast strength for sure. I totally forgot
Yeah,
about those.
yeah. There's definitely a
Here
number
you
of
go.
them. That one that you sent me, Brian. It doesn't say barrel proof on it, but it's 119 proof.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Parker.
yeah, of course.
One of the best bottles out there.
Yeah.
Big Rick Energy whips it out. He's like, oh,
No,
there's
no.
this little bottle here.
Well, I mean, this is gonna feel like bullcrap compared to what he just pulled out. But also, this thing, you tried this, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
This is a finished.
That's a Cabernet finish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Balcone? Balcone?
Yeah. Balcony.
Balcones, the Cabernet fin. Oh my God, it's so good.
Blue
Yeah,
corn?
The old dragon bones too.
cast strength.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking of them. Like when I saw this one, I was like, double oak barrel proof. But I guess there are a lot more out there than I originally thought.
I want to try it.
I guess my follow-up before we move on, like who is Woodford for? Because they've got like their basic ones for $40, which are fine.
Yeah.
Then you've got the double oaks that are $60, $70. Then you jump to like double oak is $200. This one's $100.
The Masters.
All the Masters collections and those, finishing ones are $160, $170. Like, who is buying Woodford on the regular, and why can't they figure out how to just make like a $75 barrel proof bourbon? Somebody want to tag?
Yeah,
it is-
exactly.
I think it is mainly new bourbon drinkers and people who don't drink bourbon a lot. Because I had a buddy, one of his favorite pours was Woodford Reserve. However, he liked Tullamore Dew. Like that was his go-to. But whenever he went to bourbon, it was something softer, for us anyway. But he liked Woodford, and it's just approachable to new bourbon drinkers. Yeah.
I have a
I'll tell
question.
you
Yeah,
what's
I like
approachable
Woodford's
is-
profile.
This
Yeah.
Knob Creek 14 is approachable. This is delicious. Thank you, Ben.
Well,
Isn't
I mean,
Yeah, that's a good one.
to Myron's point, though. I mean, I think that if you get them early, like with Woodford Reserve, like a new bourbon drinker, and then they love the double oak, then they're kind of like on the Woodford train. And so, like, then those same uneducated new bourbon drinkers are going to buy your, more high end products.
Yeah.
And not knowing that they're getting ripped off. And I mean, let's be fair. I mean, like we're kind of like the elites of whiskey drinkers, but most people
Yeah, right.
don't research things like we do, and so they don't know.
So we're on our third bottle of that. That's just the batch proof.
I haven't.
This is
We
the
haven't
one,
paid for one of them.
the 121. But yeah, they've all been gifts. We haven't paid for one, and I don't think we would. Like,
No.
I wouldn't go spend $160 on this. It's very good. Marianne
This
really
is
likes it,
one of my favorite pours. I call it the Christmas pour.
which is why people have given us one. They've been like, "Oh, I know Marianne loves this. Here you go," and it's really nice to have. But I'm not spending $160 on that.
No.
I mean, I spent $160 on my George T. Stag. I'm not spending it on this. Like, it's
That's
just
amazing.
crazy.
I wonder if it's because when I think of Woodford, I think of the Kentucky Derby, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder if people think of that, associate the two together, and
Like
might think of
prestige a little
exactly elite. I was going to say, like, it's an elite
yeah.
bourbon, and so people might associate that and say, "Oh, well, I'm drinking a Woodford."
Reserve.
Well, yeah, I mean, Woodford releases a Derby bottle every year just to
Exactly.
remind people.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So I think all that is what makes
Yeah.
their marketing
Yeah.
off.
I just
Yeah,
wish,
yeah.
like, I would buy Woodford. Like, I would buy barrel proof or cast strength Woodford if it was affordable,
Sure.
because I think it's
Sure.
good. I
Yeah.
don't know why they can't just do it at an affordable price.
Well, they can,
They can,
but they don't want to because people are still buying what they're
Well,
selling.
this stuff is sitting on shelves now, though, so I wonder if that'll
Oh.
change. We'll see.
I just want to
Tom-
point out that Myron had the best comment. We were talking about this in the group chat, and that is he's just going to search out old bottles of 1910, the old label. That's what everybody should be doing.
Yeah.
If you can
we-
still find them,
10's good. That's good.
yeah.
We could
Yeah,
get
I
into
love it.
old
I just
port,
bought a
but-
bottle 2 days ago.
So funny enough, I was bored one night this week, and so I compared the new label to a pick of Woodford Double Oak I have,
Uh-huh.
and I preferred this. This is just a Shelfer 1910, the new
Yeah.
label, which is not as good as the old label, and I did
Right.
those side by side as well.
Those
Uh,
1910 and 1920 to me have gone downhill.
I've
Yeah.
never had
But-
the old label. Is it that much better?
Yeah, I got it
Wow.
right over there.
They're
I
just,
like the new
they're
label.
richer for some reason. Like
Yeah.
they've got this richer palate to them, and the notes are just deeper. It's like they actually have older whiskey. They're not rushing it out.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
always
it could
my
be.
contention, Myron. Is that's what happened? I think the new label is just younger whiskey.
That-
I mean,
that's-
it's still good, but it's younger whiskey.
the last two bottles of 1920 I've had have been grainy. Like, they just had a grainy note in them, and you can just tell it's younger whiskey, and it's just not, because that used to be my go-to. It was so like rich and flavorful,
Yeah.
and like that caramel and banana. It was like very desserty, and now it's like, this is bourbon, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's all
I got to
can
pick
say.
one up. Costco's got them for like $45 right now, so I'll go pick
that's
one up
great.
and
I get it for
check that out.
45
But
all day.
on the Woodford thing, I generally like Woodford's profile. Like if I'm I'm going on a cruise in a few weeks. They've got definitely more whiskey than Woodford, but if I'm in like a vacation or something like that and I really want a bourbon, all they've got is Woodford, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to rush out and buy a bottle, but it'll scratch the itch on a bourbon. But they did come out with these 110 proof store picks for $60. It's the closest thing that, 10 proof points off, but they didn't triple the price of it. It's
right.
$60 for a single barrel pick. And I don't even know, it just says selected by us for you. So it's a distillery pick. And I've never even seen or heard of these anywhere else. I just came across this at a store locally, and it's good. It's
Interesting.
110 proof Woodford for $60. So.
See, that I could probably get behind. The price is right. It's a nice proof point. I mean, and like you said, that's probably the best you're going to get without, spending the 150 on these or
Yeah.
whatever. Sure.
It's pretty oaky, and it's a bit tannic.
All right.
And
Interesting.
Brian, I agree with both you and Eric. I think the 1920 fell off more than the 1910, and it is,
Yeah.
to his point, kind of hot for 115.
Absolutely. Yeah. Bradley Booper is here. All right, let's get into it, guys.
Okay.
We're going to talk about
Everybody who's
nurses.
watching on my channel, go over to the at the Whiskey 6, by the way. I've been meaning
Yeah.
to say that. Anybody who's
Yeah, I
watching on
think-
everybody else's channel, try to consolidate over, go search at the Whiskey 6,
Yep.
watch it on the official so you can participate in the chat and stuff.
Yes.
We've got 4 people over on the Bourbon Note. So if you guys are,
Oh, that's a neat
if
feature.
you guys are like tuned in and watching, go ahead and head over to the Whiskey 6 channel and watch us over there. And because I didn't even stream it to my channel tonight, I'm hoping to try to get people to just come here. So thanks for dropping that link, Rick. Appreciate it.
Rick.
Okay, let's talk about Nurses Going Wild. And I want to say, you should not Google search that phrase.
Yeah.
Too late.
It was, I was like, I said to Marianne, I'm like, Marianne, if you ever see my search history, just understand I was researching for the Whiskey 6. I was not looking up inappropriate images.
Awesome.
But it was
That is a solid excuse, Brian.
yeah.
Oh, isn't it though, Sean? Isn't it?
So I would not look up Nurses Gone Wild unless it's your own personal computer and your wife does not have access to it.
On a completely unrelated note, next week's topic will be asses and dirty feet.
Oh.
So if you find that in his search history, just know that that's what we're talking about on the Whiskey 6.
I love the dirty feet edition. That's very specific, Ben.
Oh, okay, yeah, Eric. This is the topic. Now, look, people out there, we don't want to talk about like what's going on in Minnesota and all this stuff. We made the decision. You're getting bombarded like that on the TV. We're going to talk about something else. This is kind of adjacent, but we're going to take it in another direction. So I'm going to share a couple of news articles here. And this one kind of was interesting to me because my mother was a nurse. And this really, wow, look at that. All right. And this really struck me as kind of crazy. So
wait, don't offer your opinion. Just give the facts.
I will just
right
give
now.
the facts of the story. So we've got actually 2 stories in the same week.
My glass is empty. Hurry
So
up.
fill it with something. We've got stories of 2 nurses this week who really kind of lost their minds and surprised their woke white women. But
Can you just
so
tell the
this
story?
first, I am. It's part of the story. So this first one, this woman is named Lexi Lawler, which is perfect because she's probably going to have to go to OnlyFans now. So this woman, she is a labor and delivery nurse at a hospital in Boca Raton, Florida. It's actually like a Baptist
Let's
hospital.
talk
So
about
they
that. I don't know who the other chick is. We can talk about her for a little bit.
But so she kind of went on a rant on TikTok and wished a bunch of harm to Caroline Leavitt, who is, if you don't know, Trump's press secretary. She wished for her to have, while she is delivering her
I don't even want to hear it
upcoming
again.
child, a 4th-degree tear.
Oh,
Her phrasing was, I hope you tear from bow to stern. She also called her a see you next Tuesday. And again, this is a labor and delivery nurse. And apparently, I wouldn't know about this, but this is the worst possible injury you could have in childbirth.
it's terrible. It's awful.
So this woman, people complained. I mean, obviously it got out there. The administrators in the hospital got a hold of the story.
Okay, go back to the panel.
They
Don't
fired
have to share
her.
anymore.
I
Can't see.
They fired her, and now the Florida AG has also revoked her nursing license in the state of Florida. So she really got hammered for this. There is another nurse. Let me get to sharing again. So the second nurse this week went on her TikTok and told people that you should drug ICE agents with paralyzing medications and laxatives so they can't go do their job the next day. She told women in Minneapolis to go find ICE agents on Tinder and bang them and drug them. She also said you should get poison ivy and soak it in water and then spray them with the water guns that you put the poison ivy and poison oak in, which again, she's not necessarily talking about doing irreparable or permanent harm, but she is, like, this is a nurse who is talking about going and doing harm to people. This woman is at a hospital in Virginia, also fired by her hospital after a lot of public outrage. So you all can comment on these nurses.
Oh no, Rick's blurry.
Rick's in witness protection again.
Yeah.
Oh no! Again?
We can hear you. Rick,
Witness
but you're blurred.
protection.
So
that is not a prelude to my comments. I promise.
okay.
Let's see if I can fix my tech.
The government's shutting Rick down before he can even get started.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is shocking because they haven't done it to Sean yet. So
And I'm really trying.
Bradley Booper said Rick has never looked better.
Wow.
So
No,
like,
Rick is just getting ahead of the doxing that may potentially come.
yeah,
we can comment on what these ladies said and all that stuff, but I thought, like, instead of getting into is it right or wrong to talk shit about ICE and all that stuff? We don't have to get into that.
Mhm.
I am more interested in the idea of what has been called in the past cancel culture.
Mhm.
And is this okay? Is it okay for them to say this? Is it okay for their employers to fire them? Is it okay for the public to basically cause this much of a stir to get them fired and have one woman have her license taken away? Like, I know there's ethical questions about should you be saying these things if you have a license that requires you to do no harm. But I'm just curious, like, how are we all feeling about like the angry mob going after these women, no matter how vile what they said was? So I want to, Myron, can I start with you?
Sure. I'll tell you this. I don't feel like anyone who works in any sort of business where they have to care for someone's health, making statements like that. To me, should they lose their job or should they be punished? I think that can be determined by the things that they said. But anyone who makes any sort of statements about, oh, you should spray poison ivy, I mean, and soak a water, I just don't. You work in healthcare, so like, if I come in with different political leanings than you, does that give you the right to treat me in a different way, or how you view how they're treating other people? If you're in the business to save lives, you're in the business to save lives. That's just how I look at it. I don't think it's right. Put it that way. I'll just say that.
All right.
Can I go?
Yeah. Go.
Okay. So
Hey, I want to beat Marianne to it. I completely agree with Myron.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right.
Except
No, I mean,
take one thing
honestly,
off when you
that's
call me Marianne.
basically exactly what I was going to say. So yeah.
I also agree that I want to start off by saying everybody knows we are teachers.
Yes.
We are held to a higher standard.
Yes.
There are things we can and cannot do.
We could not do anything like that.
No, if we posted something like that on our social media, we would be placed on administrative leave, and there would be proceedings to take our license from us.
Yeah.
100%. No, 100%. I'm telling you, they would try to file 3028 charges on us for sure.
Okay.
I think that you have to remember that with great, what's the expression, please? With
great power comes great
responsibility.
Spider-Man, Uncle Ben.
Yes, and when you work in the public sector, you have a responsibility.
Well,
you do.
I don't think she's not a government employee.
No. Okay, but there are certain certain professions where you have to be careful of what you say.
I agree.
And I think saying something like that is irresponsible and reprehensible, regardless of whatever side of the aisle you are on. I just think promoting harm on others in that way makes you no better than the other side. So I think it was shameful, and I'm not in agreement with anything that she or that other nurse said. And as a fun fact, in 7th grade life science, we learned that there are people who are immune to poison ivy.
That's true. That's true.
I didn't know that.
So Chris,
I am not one of them, but yeah.
Canadian Chris asked a good question. He says, don't they take the Florence Nightingale pledge? And yes, they do. It says a modified version of the Hippocratic Oath that emphasizes loyalty to the healthcare team and collaboration, commitment to practicing nursing faithfully, maintaining professional standards, keeping patient information confidential, abstaining from harmful drugs, and aiding physicians in their work. So yeah, I think that probably violates some of that oath.
Of course
that
it
they
does.
take for sure. Sean, did you want to add anything to what you had originally said about agreeing with Myron?
Do you now agree with me?
So, well, actually, I do. And actually, Brian, you kind of jumped in there. I do agree with Marianne that if you are serving the public in that way, I think I would regard you as a public servant. Because, like, unlike myself, I mean, everyone serves the public to a degree if you work.
Sure.
Right.
But I can turn down a job. A nurse does not have that privilege. You have to serve whoever comes into your
Through the
room.
door. Yeah.
Right.
And to Myron's point, like, if you find out that this, like, say that person's wearing a Trump shirt or a Biden shirt, do you then treat them differently? Do they get different care? So, I mean, yeah, you have to be, loyal to the job and the people you're going to serve, and not your political leanings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, and so in that regard, it's pretty concerning when someone has this divisive of a take on something like that.
Right.
I would say the last thing I want to say that I'm done is that, I am, as everyone knows, I am very much for small government and them not stepping in the way of things and staying out of things as much as they can. But I would say that as far as free speech laws are concerned, this is really getting real close to calls to violence.
Yeah.
I guess it's not quite there, but you're riding the line.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right. Ben.
I would say that maybe it's less about free speech, whether or not she has the right to say it, and maybe more about, does her employer have the right to fire her based on that? As far as stripping her of her license, I don't know about that. Maybe, people do stupid stuff. I guess I don't feel bad for her that she got her license stripped, but that is a little more government action.
Yes.
But on the other hand, it's like you guys all said, I should have talked to my wife about this. My wife's a nurse.
Oh.
I totally forgot to bring this up to her. Yeah. But I think that, so a couple of things. As an employer, and her hospital is an employer, maybe a big employer, but it is an employer.
Right.
It's
Yes.
people running a business. They are an employer. You do have to consider, what you guys said, that you can't treat people differently based on their political views and this, and that. And this opens up the door for patients who are customers to think that if I go to this hospital, I may get this nurse. I'm going to go get my care somewhere else. That hurts the business.
Right.
So I think they're well within their rights to say, you publicly did this. You've publicly now drawn attention to this hospital. It's not just something you said in your spare time, on your personal time. You said it publicly on the internet, and now you've brought this ire to this place of business.
Right.
2, you've got to think, what potentially could come with that? We live in a climate now where people say stuff, and next thing you know, there's a mob throwing bricks and shit through your windows.
Right.
That is a possible outcome, and you have to, unfortunately, you have to consider that now. And the last thing is, as far as her saying these things about one political party or whatever, people may not think that's a big deal, but it is. I mean, if she had gone on there and said something overtly racist, if she had said something overtly homophobic, if she had, you know what I mean? Overtly, anti one particular religious group, that does open up the door for people to say, well, am I going to be discriminated by?
Yep.
Sure.
Discriminated against by this person. And I think at that point, that's fair.
Yep.
So if I'm running that business, now that you've made this public, it's on the news, you got to do something. You can't just not do anything, I think. And so I think firing this person is probably the right move. But I don't like when, someone's personal life crosses into their professional life. But there is that line, like I have a channel. The people I work with don't know I have a channel. But there's nothing controversial I have to say anyway. But there's certain things I definitely wouldn't talk about or whatever. There's a line of what level of joke I'll make, as far as a dirty joke or something like that, to a certain degree. That just because that is in the public thing, and again, nothing that I would ever say to anybody would probably be enough to get me fired in my real job. But you do have to consider that when you're putting things out on the internet, something, whether it's a Facebook post or something like what we do.
Rick.
And Rick
And
is
then I
with
lose my video
the
because
protection
see, that'll
again
teach me.
before he answers the question.
I'm going to maximize Rick so we can see blurry Rick while he answers this question.
Rick needs to talk in a
As he
voice like
trash-
this.
That
As
way,
he trashes the Vikings, I want to remind you all
Well-
that Rick is a Titans fan. So
That'll teach me.
Okay, since
Rick.
we're on football for just 1 second, I just want to talk about what a
But we're
badass.
not done with this.
No, because you just said Vikings. Really fast, I'm going to say this. Josh Allen was on a broken foot since week 16, and he just had surgery for it like this past week. He played on week
Played
6.
two games.
Two
Played
games.
the last game of the season and the playoff game.
You
of the broken
serious?
foot.
2 playoff
Yeah.
games.
No, Oh yeah, they won a
Yeah.
playoff. So 2 playoff games and the regular season game with
On a
foot.
broken foot, and just had surgery for it this
Wow.
past week.
Yeah.
That would explain the egregious fumble and the turnovers and the interceptions for sure.
5 turnovers. You don't hold the ball with your feet.
I'm just teasing Marie-Ann.
That dude's Superman.
I'm just a bitter Vikings fan, so you know.
Understood.
There you go.
Yeah, that does make one bitter.
All right, what does our felon witness protection have to say about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rick, Nurse has gone wild. Your thoughts?
All right, I agree mostly with just about everybody on the panel tonight, which is really nice. And but what I'll say is I think they're two very different situations. Nurse A wished harm on someone else.
Yeah.
Nurse B suggested that people actually inflict harm on other people. And those are very, very different scenarios. So if you talk about that, like everything everybody said in terms of being a private employee, that's ultimately the decision of the employer on whether or not they feel they violated their code, they violated their code of conduct, and they can make that decision, fire, reprimand, what have you, right? In terms of whether they should lose their license or not, now you need to get into the law. So now did what they do potentially break the law? Because ultimately they could go and appeal that and file a countersuit against the hospital to say, listen, I lost my ability to make a living. And so now the hospital needs to be able to make it defensible. And so I did a little research before the show, and 18 U.S. Code Section 373 might fit this, which is solicitation to commit a crime of violence. And there's certain sections in that based on different levels, but it suggests if you solicit or incite others to commit violence, harm to others or violence, then you can be held to that particular code if you're in court, right? So I look at Nurse A, that's just a douchey thing to say. Why would you ever want a woman to go through that type of horrible childbirth? I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, I don't care if you're Marxist, or it doesn't matter who you are. That's just terrible. You're just a bad person. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But the other person is like, you should go sleep with agents and then hurt them and inject them. Are you kidding me? Is this like what world are we in? I don't care who you are. That is a solicitation on social media for others, and maybe someone who's of weaker mind and doesn't have a strong moral compass or a strong value set or is highly impressionable. Is like, wow, I really like her.
They might think that's a call to arms.
I should jump on Tinder and really hook up with Billy Bob Ice Guy and inject him with whatever.
I know.
Boy, I am clipping that for sure. That's going to be a soundbite.
We all know Billy Bob Ice Guy.
I feel like Nurse B is a very different discussion than Nurse A.
I agree.
Both unfortunate. And I was actually thinking, I think Chris, I can't remember who it was in the chat. They did a good job of bringing up the Nightingale oath. And I wondered if there was, I did not know. I was going to ask the group or the audience, is there something like the Hippocratic Oath for nurses? And clearly there is. Yes. To how closely they hold them to it, I don't know. Is it the same level as a doctor? Again, I don't know that. But those are my 2 cents worth one.
All right. So I am okay. I think both these ladies earned their firing. That I will say. Mm-hmm. There is part of this I do not like, and I have not liked this no matter who it happens to. I do not like the angry mob that goes online and just incessantly goes after the employers to fire people. And it is a feature of social media. It's not something we're ever going to get away from, but it empowers people to go after people they don't agree with or people that they might not like. It empowers people to potentially make shit up about people with potentially no repercussions because you can be anonymous online. But having said all that, the one thing that a couple people mentioned, and this was the first thing that popped into my head is, and I said this to Marianne earlier, like now people have to worry if these professionals still work where they're working. Now people have to worry if they find out I'm a Trump supporter, are they going to treat me differently? Am I going to get less care? Or if they find out I'm a liberal, a progressive, am I going to get different care because they're a Trump supporter? And so that's bad
Thomas
for obviously
Anderson.
patients, like Ben said. The other thing that is huge here, and pretty much is why I agree with them getting fired, and these hospitals had to fire them, is liability. Like,
Sure.
now every patient who maybe didn't get the outcome they wanted at that hospital, or had some kind of negative consequence, an infection, a complication from a surgery, or a complication from a medication they were prescribed at that hospital, now can look at it and say, well, they did it because I'm a Trump supporter. And
how do you prove?
The only proof you
Right.
have of that is this woman going online and wishing harm on a Trump supporter. Like, I think the hospitals, regardless of if you agree with, administrators in the hospital and all the money they make and all that other stuff involved with healthcare, I mean, I think they're in an impossible position. They can't not fire these ladies because it makes them liable.
I agree with that.
I think if nothing else, we've at least helped one of our viewers. I think Neo's going to start dressing up as an ICE agent. Just roll the dice and see what happens.
Yeah. Just Google nurses gone wild, Neo.
And wear a name tag called Billy Bob Iceman.
Yep. And I bet you on Tinder there's a whole section of them that you could probably find, and have at it.
I remember there was a time where all these multi-haired women were just threatening to not sleep with anybody. That was great. Let's go back to that. Nobody wanted to anyway. So if we could just get back to them threatening to not sleep with people that don't want to sleep with them, that'd be perfect.
Your terms are acceptable.
That works out for everyone.
Eric Ellis, I'm just going to give you these applause right here. Here we go.
What did Eric say? I've got to get out of this when we go to the main chat.
Says, I miss the days when people kept their political shit hidden away from the outside world.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It used to be a time when you just didn't talk about it.
Everybody's got a free platform now. It sucks. Nurse 2 is a GoFundMe because she can't. Yeah, I did see. I didn't know about Nurse 2, about the one in Virginia. I know the one in Florida has a GoFundMe. She's raised like $14,000 or something. And almost every single person who donated had the gall to write free speech in their like little message to her. I'm not.
No.
I mean, we don't have to debate free speech, but just so we're all aware out there, folks, that the First Amendment protects your speech from being compelled or punished by the government. The hospital is not the government.
There's consequences. You can say what you want, but there's consequences for the things you say.
Also, calls to violence are not protected under any law.
Correct.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, people are hey, you fools are free to do what you want with your money. I mean, it's your money, but I don't understand. It's well, we've talked about this, about people being gaslit and being convinced they're righteous. I mean, that's kind of what we're seeing here.
We have a contract. We can't just go off and say anything we want in our classroom.
That's right.
There would be consequences for the things we say.
I got to say, I'm really curious about our next topic, though, as much as I'd love to talk about Nurses Gone Wild.
Let's go.
I don't.
So this was on the wheel a couple weeks ago, and I really wanted to I want to know what your rabbit holes are. So I think everybody here, I won't speak for everybody. I know I do. I don't know if you even get into internet or YouTube rabbit holes.
I'm not. I'm a TikToker.
I will start with a topic.
Shame.
I will start.
I feel no shame.
Why don't you just move to China?
I wear it proud. Watch me. Look, I'm sitting up even taller.
Oh my God.
That's just the popular thing to say. I keep hearing it on the news. I keep hearing shame. So I thought just the thing to say.
Right.
Myron likes my jokes.
He does. You got jokes. I always end up somewhere completely different than where I started when I'm kind of scrolling through YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just curious, on a typical YouTube session, where do you end up? If you can say on a live stream without doing, harm to your reputation, where do you end up when you're rabbit holing on YouTube? Rick's face is like, oh, I don't know if I want to get into this. That means we're going to start with you, Rick.
No, I want Myron to go first.
Okay.
Honestly, it goes between it's either
Excuse me.
politics, hip hop, Anunnaki
Oh,
What the hell is
spaceships.
that?
Man, I did not know about this Anunnaki. We're gonna have to talk offline.
What the hell is
I'll show you
Anunnaki?
some Graham Hancock videos. You'll get caught right up.
Okay.
Continue, Larry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just go down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah, just
I like Graham Hancock.
Anunnaki?
it's a whole bunch of stuff, and then like computer stuff. Just
Okay.
I wound up everywhere.
Okay. What's like the weirdest place you ended up on YouTube? Oh,
Uh-oh. Did we lose Myron?
he froze up.
Yeah, I think we
Myron froze up. Rick is blurry. Now his screen is black.
it's
What's
the
going
damn
on?
government. I'm certain of it.
Yeah.
Eric, Ancient Aliens. All right. So when these guys get back, we'll get back to what they were. So
Go to Ben.
let's go to Ben. Ben, where do you end up? Like if you're just it's a Thursday night, you're zipping through YouTube. Where's the weird place you end up?
You know what? Honestly, it just depends on the night because typically what happens to me is I'll come across something interesting, and then whatever that is, I might go down a rabbit hole. So sometimes it's like so. For example, I saw on Instagram today like this giant wolf bat or whatever, and I was sitting next to my wife. Yeah, and I was like, is this thing real? And I looked at it. It was fucking terrifying looking, right? So I go on YouTube and I look up. You put it in the search thing, and a video comes up, and it turns out I've already watched part of this video. So apparently, one night I was on bats, and that was. But I would say
You
one
shouldn't
thing
be
that I
on bats,
regularly
Ben.
do,
I do not
Well,
invite
you know,
you to be on bats.
not on bats.
Variety is
But
the
no,
slice of life.
Just tearing the heads
A lot
off
of-
of Aussie style.
Yeah. A lot of times I'll I can go down like music rabbit holes, like musical performances or something like that. Because sometimes it's just whatever it brings up. It'll related videos like, oh, well, this one looks interesting too, like like an interesting live performance, or even like an America's Got Talent performance or something will show up, and it'll be like judges were amazing. You'll click on it and be like, holy shit, that dude just crushed it, Or I can go down rabbit holes of like just like scenes from movies or like, famous scenes or movie speeches or whatever. Like every once in a while I can kind of go down a rabbit hole with that because that'll pop up. Like here's a scene from Ted Lasso. And then it's like, oh, I remember this. I want to see that. And then like, here's that speech from A Few Good Men. It's like, man, I haven't watched that movie in forever. I want to check that out. And so I'll end up going down rabbit holes like that for sure.
Okay.
I don't know what Ren is, but Kevin, I'll check it out. If you go there,
He's a hip hop slash kind of folk artist from I guess he's based in London, England anyway.
Okay.
You did
I
a
think
bunch
he
of
was like
videos on him, didn't you, Sean?
I did a few, yeah.
Yeah,
Tom
look
will
at
tell
my
like-
Whiskey Wars credentials. I got the deep cuts.
He does. Yeah, I haven't even done stuff on Mash and Metal in a while. I probably should get back to it, but anyway.
Black Jeep likes the funniest Red Bull soap. That was called. Do you know what it's called? The soapbox races where they like make the flying machines and stuff.
Nope.
Flugtag.
You're
Oh,
so
yeah.
Red
weird.
Bull.
Oh yeah,
Flugtag.
Flutog. Yeah,
My God, you guys are nerds.
I like
The
Thomas
Anunnaki
Anderson's.
got Myron. They
thing.
zapped him from deep space.
That's exactly the type of stuff I can end up going down a rabbit hole on.
Yep.
It's like he said about the trimming the hooves off of dairy cows. Like I'll see a thing. It's like here's how Reese's peanut butter cups are made, and I'll watch it for a half hour, and then in the related videos, it's like, well, let's see how chicken McNuggets are made. All right, click on that. And,
Yeah, I get a lot of that on TikTok. The people trimming the hooves on the horses. It's pretty cool.
It is kind of relaxing to watch.
It is.
And
It
like
is.
a-
Sean, what
you know-
about you? Where do you end up when you're? I can't wait to hear this one.
Oh,
I mean,
pimple
like-
popping, by the way. Also, pimple popping and cyst
Oh, that's a
draining.
good one.
If-
Oh, that's
If
terrible.
that shows up in my feed,
Oh.
that's my whole evening. I can spend my whole evening.
I want to throw up.
Yeah, so there's a great one out there. One of my favorite, I'm sure you've seen it, Big, because we've been down similar rabbit holes, it sounds like. But there's one out here, and it's a giant cyst on the butt of this horse. I mean, there must be 10 gallons
Yes.
of stuff in it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
It
just squirting for
sprays.
like a half hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a
That's what
different
she
video. That's a different
that's
video.
what she said.
Recording for a half hour. That's
That's one of those nurses gone wild videos.
I mean, he was really working it. Anyway. No,
Oh boy.
no, so actually,
Where's my?
Yeah, but actually, so a lot of things have been said. I've done similar rabbit holes, but honestly, I wish mine were here. The same things he mentioned, I've probably done the most of. Like a lot of like hip hop stuff. I mean, as you guys saw my YouTube algorithm from last year. A lot of like hip hop chat. A lot of conspiracy stuff and like government stuff and like I get into the ancient aliens and the Anunnaki and all that stuff as well because I always feel like we're being lied to, which we probably are.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Chuck, yeah, Ren is officially bardcore. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. I mean, like what he does is so varied. It's hard to call him a genre. But yeah, Ren's cool. Yeah. Oh, there you go. yeah, Neo. And somebody asked where I'm from. Kentucky is the answer.
Yes.
But yeah,
sorry.
but yeah, I mean, a lot of conspiracy stuff, a lot of politics. Although I think I'm going to try and change that this year. I think I'm going to try and curtail my political viewing. I don't find it. It sounds like it's helping me at all. So.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting. It makes you angry. I am the same way. I am like, I'm watching a lot lighter stuff these days than I was for most of the last year.
Yeah, and Carmel, no, not lied to by aliens, by our government, obviously. I mean, they lie all the time, right? I mean, I feel like this is one thing that at least we all Americans can get behind is that our government's lying to us.
It's their number one. It's their number one profession.
Yeah, no matter what side you're on, I think we all agree on that.
Yep. Rick, where do you end up?
For me, it's DIY or it is finance and investing. Obviously,
I get into that too, Rick.
Yeah, I mean, I always want to know more from people that know more about money and investing and taking care of retirement than I do. And so always, kind of comparing different thoughts and different approaches. And then I, like Sean, I have a little bit of a I don't want to say conspiracy theory side, but I want answers, and I feel like we're owed answers. And I'm worried that we're never going to get those answers, whether it's, the truth about some of the things that you guys have mentioned. And so sometimes I'll dig into that, but it just depends.
There he is.
Those are the things. DIY, finance, and whiskey. Usually those are the items.
All right.
And clearly I need to add connecting cameras and tech to my
How to start a YouTube channel
this week. Yeah, that's right.
I would
So
just
Rick,
to interject, I would say my stuff like the finance and whiskey, I didn't include that in rabbit holes because those are just my regular daily viewing stuff, not like stuff that I just latch onto. But yeah, I listen to finance stuff all day long sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to be not political at all. It's probably impossible, Carmel Toe, but
Yeah, you know what? That's kind of Carmel Toe. That's kind of what we wanted to do here is maybe a little bit of whiskey, but talk about other stuff we're interested in. So if you like it, we do it every 2 weeks. So make sure you come back and we'll probably, I think we're going to, since Marianne doesn't know anything about the Anunnaki, we might have to talk about them next episode.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
it's so much fun.
I always order Anunnaki whenever I go get Japanese food and sushi. I always order that. Every time, all the time.
How about we do a full show of my kind of topics?
What?
No,
what are we going to talk
I
about?
will
Taylor Swift?
I'll pick all the topics for a show. How do you like them apples?
Okay,
so
Marianne, I love you, but and like the village thing is really cool. But if we do a segment on that, it might be my first absence.
Don't you dare! I've never bailed on any of your topics, all of you.
I'm joking.
You wouldn't have to bail on mine.
Rabbit holes, go.
Okay, so like I said, I don't do YouTube, but I do TikTok, and my algorithm has audiobooks, recipes, finances have been a lot of my algorithm recently. And there was something else I really wanted to say, and I can't remember what it is. Do
you ever get anywhere weird on TikTok?
No.
Like any weird corners that your TikTok goes to?
No.
Man, you're missing out. There's some weird shit on TikTok.
I don't want my algorithm to have any weird shit in it.
It's good stuff. It's a lot of fun.
See, I just live in the weird. But
yeah.
All of our phones are listening right now, and so weird shit is going to start popping up on all of our algorithms now.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
Right. I usually either go political or WhiskeyTube or music. Like that's almost always where I start. And I end up on like
In your butt.
no, like I watch these channels. There's one called Chilling Scares. There's one called Mr. Nightmare. They're like scary stories or like weird internet mysteries
Nope.
or like weird shit that was posted on Reddit or scary things or like crazy like scary things caught on live streams, and then they show you like the video from the live stream where like some crazy shit happened. I usually end up there. If I push it a little further, then I end up on like, then I usually end
That's
up
what she
like
said.
Art Bell,
Number 18.
like Ancient Aliens, Graham Hancock stuff. Like I would say most of the time I end up in that sector of the interwebs or of the YouTubes.
I've actually been off of TikTok a lot this month. I finished 6 audiobooks already this year in the month of January. So like I've really been into
Nice.
like listening. Into listening to books. So I haven't been on TikTok as much as I normally have been. The last book I listened to was 16 hours and I finished in less than 5 days.
My TikTok
I have
algorithm.
to get.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was gonna say I got to get back into audiobooks. I got into them because I hate reading. I despise it. It's a terrible experience for me. My eyes go batty, and I'm pretty sure I'm undiagnosed dyslexic, and so I've never enjoyed reading at all. But I want the information from the book. And I drive for a living, pretty much. Like I'm constantly driving. I drive. Today I probably drove for 6 hours. Tomorrow I'll drive for 6 hours.
You should
You
be
know, so for a while
all
there-
the time, Ben.
Yeah, for a while there, I ripped through a whole bunch of books, and then I just got so into podcasts and stuff, and I've got a couple that I haven't listened to yet. So you know what, Marie Ann, I'm gonna start that tomorrow because I was thinking too, like I got to get away from this political stuff because it's just a downer at this
Ben,
point.
tell me what you're going to listen to, and I'll listen to the same book, and we'll do a little mini book club.
Bourbon and
I'm
books.
trying to think the
None of
ones
your
that I
business.
already
It's
have.
me and Ben.
I think the only one I already have purchased that I'm waiting to listen to is Misery, Stephen King Misery, because I've seen the movie so many times. I want to be able to compare the book.
I just listened. The book I just finished was called what the hell is wrong with me? Oh, The Hail Mary Project. It's by Andy Weir. He wrote The Martian as well. It's all about space and aliens, and it was
Nice.
a sci-fi, and that is not my genre of book at all. It was a fantastic audio version. It was so good.
I'm turning her into a nerd over here.
It was there.
I
It's actually going to
recommend,
be released in video.
You're
going to
be listening to old Art Bell shows than
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I listened to this book because many people recommended it to me as a 5-star read. I
I
only gave it
recommend
4.
Art Bell.
No.
I recommend anything by Thomas Sowell. Like literally, just pick a book.
Okay.
Thomas Sowell.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I will say this: once I started, because I've always been a horror fan,
Talking about.
a Stephen King fan, and I never read any of the books from the movies I had ever seen. And then once I got into audiobooks, I started going back and like, okay, I've seen this movie. I love this movie. I'm going to do the book because everybody always says the book is better than the movie.
Yeah.
That is
Always.
complete horseshit. That is the biggest lie maybe ever told to mankind. Anybody who ever says the book is better than the movie, I've yet to find one.
Oh,
Maybe
Ben,
Agreed,
Pet
Ben.
Cemetery
I read a lot.
is maybe a little more detailed than the movie, but seriously, the book is never. The Shining the book does not even compare to the movie. And Stephen King famously didn't like the movie. Like the Shawshank Redemption, good Lord, the book is nothing compared to the movie.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and
Ben, have you listened to or read?
I agree with everything that Ben says.
yeah.
11/22/53. I actually read that one. It was the only Stephen King book that I have actually read, and I freaking loved it. And then they made it into a series.
interestingly enough, Marianne, I've always wanted to see because that popped. They made that back in like 2016 or something.
Yeah.
That just popped up on Netflix this past weekend, and I told my wife, I was like, "Oh, that's that." I've been meaning to see that, and I wanted to listen to the audiobook, but man, that's a long.
It was long.
That's like Yeah, it's like 48 hours or something like that.
I read that one, physically read that one. It was so good.
Yeah, I think
That's an
Stephen King
undertaking.
gets his books can get kind of lengthy, wordy, and detailed.
Mhm.
Like
Very
they-
much so.
and they get into some weird places
Yes.
too that they don't put in the movies.
Mhm.
But I do have a list of Stephen King books I want to read because there is a
Oh, right.
there is a whole multiverse connected to it. Welcome to Derry that I am interested in checking out. So I have a list that I have to read, and I haven't started yet though. I've got two I'm sitting on.
My friend Rachel listens to the audiobook and follows along with the hard copy. She likes to do both.
World War II literature.
Interesting.
Kershaw. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I was just googling Alex Kershaw.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I'll have to look into that, Eric.
Eric also wants to check out Librarians Gone Wild,
Mhm.
which I will be doing as soon as we're done.
Hey, can I interject something here?
Yes.
Sure.
Marie Ann brought up the book club thing.
Yeah.
One of the first things that when we first started talking about doing this channel, which is, has it been 2 years now?
Yes.
No way.
Wow.
2 years in
Yeah,
this
2
this
years.
month. Yeah.
And Rick was the first guest, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
One of the we were all kicking around ideas like how do we structure this? So let's have different topics. And one of the ones that I suggested was like a movie club. Kind of like a book club where like
I love
let's
that.
all pick like a movie and watch it and then we'll discuss it on the next
Sounds
episode. We don't have to do
good.
that
Yeah.
every
Let's
episode,
do
but
it.
just something we can rotate, like
I
pick
love
a
that.
movie,
Dirty
maybe everybody
Dancing.
gets to recommend
No.
one.
Can we do old
Everyone
movies?
gets
Because
to
new
recommend
movies
one.
suck.
Okay, so listen. What we'll do is when we're done here, we're gonna make a list, and then we'll draw whatever movie comes first. Everybody will put in a movie. We'll draw whichever one comes, and we'll do that. I think that would be
That's
awesome.
a great
I'd love to
idea,
do
Ben.
that.
We can come up
And
with
then-
a different name for that segment.
And we
Well, it
can
would be-
we can plan it out in advance because we can tell the audience, here's the movie we're watching for the next episode, and you can watch along with.
If
I
you
love
want to
can't
that,
see the
Ben.
title of
What a
that.
great
yeah,
idea.
if you want to be absolutely depressed, watch Come and See.
Come and see.
Oh, that is the title. Okay.
No, yeah. So it's about Nazis that come into. Well, I don't want to misquote. It's they come into villages in Europe and just wipe people out for no reason, basically.
Oh, Jesus.
Sean,
Jesus.
And it's
Newsflash, Sean, I don't want to be depressed.
it's based on true events. Like the survivors is the ones that tell the story.
Oh my God. Wow.
And on that note, let's go to rapid fire.
Let's not pick Sean's movie. Holy shit.
Okay, Rick, you're
Oh,
up.
would you think I would do like light reading for movies? Like,
I was
Are we
hoping
doing
you'd
one or
do,
two
like
rapid
Big
fires
Trouble in Little
tonight?
China or something.
no, I don't ever watch. I don't know. I live a different life, I suppose.
Rick, do you have a rapid fire?
Rapid fire.
Look, I'm back. Awesome.
Hey.
Hey,
We're doing one or two rapid fires tonight. Just one each, right?
One from you and one from Brian.
All right. Well, we'll keep it clean then. We'll keep it light. What's the first app you open up every morning?
YouTube Studio.
Yep. Me
Okay.
too.
Okay. Impressive.
Oh, I'm
Full
gonna be
geek
honest.
mode. What about you?
Actually, it's kind of sad to be honest. It's like, how many people like me?
Yeah, I need that validation, Ben. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it right now.
It's
Myron, what do
Sean?
you think?
after I release a video, it's YouTube Studio, but when there's not a video, it's just YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Either way, it's
One
YouTube.
of the two.
All right.
Your mic,
Okay.
I think, is off, and your camera
Yeah.
mic is picking up or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sound far away.
Well, we're having tech issues, and usually it's Bobby that's having audio issues. I've got
I know.
video issues. Myron's got sound issues. Sean, what do you think?
So it's gonna be so. Anyway, it is what it is. It's my Raid Shadow Legends app.
Ah,
You're what?
nerds.
It's a mobile game.
Oh,
It's the first, and here's why: because the earlier I check in and get my energy spent, the better. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But then,
He's
so
trying
like,
to get more mana, guy.
exactly.
Nerd alert!
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not-
I wish I had that audio sound with a nerd alert.
So, like, as I'm on the toilet in the morning, I usually knock that out about 5 minutes, and then it's on to YouTube. That's my YouTube is second.
Now, is it Raid Shadow Legends only because they discontinued the Magic the Gathering app, or?
No, actually, I never got into Magic the Gathering. Actually, you know what? Here's what's funny though. Like, I never thought that I would like this game, and then it kept getting suggested to me, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. Let's see about this, because like the visuals were all right, and so I was like, well, let's check it out. And so, I mean, I have played RPGs my entire life.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft and all the so and it's not quite that, but it has some of the same vibes. It's basically just like anything where you can eventually become a god is usually the kind of just become so absolutely overpowered that you just destroy everything around you. That's
your jam.
Yeah.
All right.
Who would have guessed?
Okay.
Yeah.
The whiskey cowboy dominates the world.
Yeah.
So every morning, Sean's sitting on the toilet pretending he's a god. That's what I took from that.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good summation there, Ben.
Marianne, what about you?
On the world.
Oh,
I know what it is. TikTok.
no.
Oh.
It's an app called VSync. It connects to my scale. I weigh myself every morning. So it's a smart scale. I lost 50 pounds, you guys, so I keep track of it every day. It's a smart scale. It measures my BMI, like my water weight, like all that kind of stuff. So it's the first thing I do after I
had nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a positive thing.
That's better than any of ours. You're actually doing something that's health related every morning.
I think it's kind of embarrassing. I don't know.
We're just searching for validation from a freaking number on a screen.
Well,
so.
I'm searching for validation.
Yeah, and I'm a giant nerd. So ends up we're all idiots, and Marianne is the only one doing something smart with her life.
Yes, Canadian Chris, totally right. Sean, you need to pick us up a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship.
I don't think I'm big enough for that, but yeah, I'll try. I'll reach out and see what they say.
That's Raid Shadow Legends. Call us.
Oh my God.
Rick, what is your app that you open first?
For me, it's one of two things. It's a split, and I'm ashamed to say that, but I'll either open up Charles Schwab or the Bible app. One of the two.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
And so I'll read my Bible plan that I'm on, and they have different plans, and you just you enroll in multiple days. And you complete it and go on to the next one. So, but sometimes depending on what I know that happened in the market the previous day, I'm like, all right, you got to wait. I got to open up Charles Schwab, see how that worked. So, not super proud of it, but that's the way it works.
So
I
would open up the Charles Schwab one first, so you know what to pray for in the Bible app.
We've lost Myron again.
Yeah, we're struggling. We're on the struggle bus with technology tonight, guys.
So Rick, I will just add to that briefly. So I am usually too frantic, I guess you would say, in the morning. Like my brain is just I don't like wake up peacefully. I don't know how to say that really, but anyway. So like Bible time is usually in the evening for me.
Okay.
That's usually when I try and kind of like have some peace. But yeah.
For me, with work, I've always had a really busy career. And usually it's always a 12-hour day. I mean, a 12-hour day is normal. Some days are 14, just depends. So when I get up in the morning, I get up at 4:30. And from 4:30 to 5:30, that's like my sanctuary. It's like I get to do anything I want to do, read what I want to read, look at my calendar, get my mindset, set goals for the day. And so I get all those important things done just because I'm a morning person. So if you guys ever need to chat at 7:30 Eastern time, I'm actually awake at 4:30 Pacific time.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, good for you, buddy.
I get up. I set my alarm for 2 hours before I have to actually get up because I like to in the morning I like to Wordle, Nerdle, Duolingo, and I like my quiet time. What?
Yeah. Can someone translate? Can somebody translate what just happened?
I like to do the New York Times Wordle game. I like to do the Nerdle game.
Okay. Right.
Wordle is the word, Nerdle is the math one, and then I'm learning Spanish on Duolingo. So I do all three of those every morning.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that was an audio book I did. It was learning Spanish. I just listened to an audio book learning Spanish for just days on end. The problem is it doesn't work to just listen to an audio lesson when you're not actually practicing it, speaking with somebody.
Right.
Because then you're just trying to memorize it, and that doesn't work. You have to.
Right.
But anyway, side note.
No, that's fine. All right, my rapid fire. I know I asked the one I had in my head. I already asked, so I'm going to ask a different one.
Okay.
I did ask. So in the past, I asked if you weren't doing WhiskeyTube, what would be your other topic for YouTube? Right? I did that one in the past.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So my question is going to be: if you could retire to anywhere in the world, money's not an object. There's no like no restrictions on where you would go. What would be the one place? It could be state, country, wherever that you would go retire to.
Retire, not visit.
No, like
Retire.
you are going there, you're living there, you are living your retirement there. Where would you?
Where is there no
What the hell was
extradition?
that?
I don't know. Somebody's whistling.
Yeah.
Sean's lighting.
What?
Your lighting flickered or something behind you.
Did we have a brief power outage? Is it maybe?
Oh, I wonder.
I
Did you
didn't-
keep your power the whole time, by the way, Sean?
Yeah, we never lost power.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Okay, start with Rick.
Rick, where would you retire to anywhere in the world?
God.
Anywhere in the world, I haven't traveled a lot out of the country. I've been to St. Lucia with my wife for our honeymoon. Of course, I've been to the garden variety, Cancun, Cabo, and in Mexico. But that's really it. I've never been to Europe. I love our country. There's probably places that I haven't seen. Sharon, Mrs. DRC doesn't like the cold, and we're probably never going back east. So if you take, like the northern part of the country and just cut that off, that's out of the question. And then if you take everything east of the Mississippi, then that's out of the question. So you're really looking at the southwest quadrant.
Okay.
So it's probably somewhere in Texas, I would imagine, because I'm from Texas. So, but she's not sold on it. She was there. She's like, there's no hills, there's no greenery. She's like, everything is flat. So I don't know. That's a good question.
This is a good question.
It's
right.
it's
Very.
definitely thought provoking. But I mean, outside of the country, Caribbean. I mean, come on. I'll go fish every day and open up coconuts for Sharon, and we'll just live like that. Like no
I know
problem.
where.
And
I know where.
Just wake up with a beach in your front yard. Come on.
I know where.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to go next then?
Sure, I'll go. I think Bermuda, based on all the places we've been.
It was really
It
nice.
was Bermuda for me.
Bermuda is great.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
It
That's
was-
it. That do you have like an in the United States one, or that's just there's no question Bermuda?
No, if money were not an object and I can bring my family and my friends with us, it's Bermuda.
Wow, you're adding a lot of caveats to this, but okay,
You
I'll
didn't.
allow it.
You said
I didn't. I
you
didn't
didn't give any
specify.
parameters.
That's true. That's true.
Wait,
Myron, where are you going?
I thought you did say money's not an object, right, Brian?
Money is not an object.
He did.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
You know what? That's a very good question. And even as Rick was going through what he was saying, the only thing I could think of is I just don't want to go anywhere where it's cold,
know it.
where it gets maybe 85 at the most, 65 at the lowest. And it's just no hurricanes, no volcanoes, no
You have a,
no
yeah,
earthquakes.
good luck.
So I don't know if there's a place on the earth there that doesn't exist like that. But I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to the Bahamas, I've been to I've been to a couple of places outside of the United States. The United States is home. But would I want something different? Yeah, I've never been to any country in Africa. I would love to go to somewhere like Nigeria, maybe Ghana, somewhere like that.
I just don't know if
But I
I could
don't
live
know.
there.
I don't
I'd
know.
like to go visit there for sure. I'd love to
Places.
go on an African safari sometime. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could live there permanently.
Yeah.
I got a buddy who his uncle is about to open a restaurant over there, and he's from New York. He's from New York and actually
Oh my God.
moved over there, got married,
Amazing.
lives over there now, and they're opening up a restaurant / club, and he said it's amazing over
The
there.
balls,
I
balls in the
United
courage to
States-
do something like that is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
incredible.
it is.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Ben, where are you going?
Well, anywhere that doesn't tax pensions or Social Security.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I think.
Of course.
But you said money's not an object. Yeah. So
Right.
I mean, my wife and I want to definitely live somewhere warm. My wife hates I don't like the cold and the snow. I'm done with it. I've been lifelong Minnesotan. But my
You
wife.
live where?
Yeah. Yeah, boring place where nothing ever happens, usually. But my wife despises the cold. Like, she is in a hooded sweatshirt if it's less than 75 degrees. Like, no bullshit.
Yep.
She's always cold.
I'm cold all the time.
So, and we love going on cruises. So, you know, I mean, Sean, this may just make you cringe to hear this, but maybe somewhere in Florida, being by a cruise port. And then, you know, because we want to stay in the country because we get grandkids and stuff. But other than that, if I wasn't near a cruise port or within a driving distance of a cruise port, probably like southern Utah, I would love. I love the Southwest, but like southern Utah is just, Utah as a state in general is just so spectacularly beautiful. But that like southwestern corner down by like St. George and Zion National Park, you're a couple hours from Vegas, you're right by the Grand Canyon, and yeah, like
I took a helicopter ride with my children over the Grand Canyon once. It was absolutely incredible.
I've always wanted to do that.
Oh my God.
Utah's on our list. We've got a trip planned to go to all the 5 parks and
the Mighty Five.
We've been to many of the national parks across the country. We've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
But Moab is on our list for sure. And I want to base jump in Moab.
Nope. Not base jumping. Nope. Absolutely.
Definitely go to Zion National Park.
Yeah, for sure.
It's spectacular.
Yeah.
Otherworldly.
Yes, that's how I felt about the Badlands.
Yep.
Never seen anything like it before.
Fucking amazing, Badlands.
But last time my wife and I were just in Europe in September, and we just loved it so much. Like, Italy is just Narnia.
Oh God,
it's amazing.
Oh man, Italy is up there for me. That's not my answer, but Italy is. Continue. I'm sorry to cut you off.
That was going to be my answer.
No, I was just saying that. Yeah, Italy is just. It's so beautiful. So we actually just booked another trip over there next September.
I like. In this context, I don't know that I'd want to move and live in
That's
Europe.
why I didn't say that.
I don't think I
respond because if it was where can I go? It's Italy every time. But that's mine and Brian's retirement plan. On the first day of the first year of the first day of school that we are retired, we will be on a plane headed to Italy when we should have been back to school.
Visiting for sure, yeah.
Well, let me know when you do that, because at this point, I think my wife and I are just going to go every September.
Come with us. We'd love that.
Yeah, we'll probably be there. So just let me know where you're going to be.
Amazing.
Sean, where are you going?
So not really any surprises here. As you know, I value freedom pretty highly. So I couldn't live in any other country. At least not many. I'm pretty happy where I am. I would change where I live by about maybe 60 to 70 miles. I would buy like just about 10,000 acres in the Appalachia Mountains and make an absolute compound and just fly in wild game like elk, moose, red deer, and just like, you know, and I would like I'm not trying to keep everybody out. I'd like make like a compound, like farm my own food. I would. I mean, if money's not an object, then I would just
that's the move.
And get all my friends to like we could have like real food again, which doesn't exist in the United States. And
I'll
like,
take a plot.
I mean, and like eat real meat, not processed in any kind of way. That'd be my goal. And just live as healthy as you can and be happy and like just like cut out everything around us. Like just I would love to get completely self-sufficient and never even turn on the news ever again. Because it wouldn't even exist, because I wouldn't even care what the government's doing. Yeah.
Mr. Mom, I am 100% with you on your second point. Cheers to you.
Secondary.
Hey, wait, you left out the last part. He said hot redheads are his kryptonite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm 100%. Well, yeah. We might be.
And
we
just
might
like
be talking
that,
about different hot redheads, Ben. No offense.
just like that, we've started a thing between Orlando and Ben.
Somebody says hot redheads, I jump in. Okay, I got to take what I can get at this point.
These may have taken an awkward
as far as the compliments go.
As much
Chuck Norris, you are welcome.
As much as I hate winter weather, I would love to have like kind of like a compound like you, but mine would be like in Wyoming at the like base of mountains, like just mountains in their backyard. And nothing around me, like I'd be all
There's
about
mountains
that.
in Appalachia. Wyoming's freaking cold, man.
That's
Very
what I'm
cold.
saying. That's the only thing that gives me pause. But I think I like what Rick said. Like we've gone to many places in the Caribbean. Like I could definitely see myself like having a place like right along the beach, like waking up to those waves in the morning and just sitting on your deck. I mean,
Oh, give it to me.
that would be where it's at for me. I
Give
think
it
the
to me.
Caribbean.
That's
I would
what she
want to stay
said.
close to the United States, so it'd be easy to come visit and stuff. But I think that somewhere in the Caribbean, just on a beach, would be just about perfect.
Give it to me all
Yep.
day.
I could do Caribbean too.
I think
sure.
we needed. That's what she said after that. But anyway,
I did. I dropped one.
No,
All
I mean,
day, every day. I will
I mean,
take it.
I mean, after the give it to me all day. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean-
51. I don't think we can go all day every
We'll
day,
get
but-
there. We'll get there.
They make
pills.
drugs for that, Brian.
They make pills. You'll be fine.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, fellas.
We haven't had a problem so far.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, I mean, honestly,
Everyone
guys.
has.
Time to
But
play.
wait, all day definitely means something different when you're, north of, whatever age, pick an age, right? So yeah, they make drugs for that.
Just
It's called
explain
cocaine,
that one, yeah.
and you can find it in most major metropolitan areas.
That's true.
Ask your doctor.
Also, they make pharmaceuticals that you can get legally through a doctor.
That's right.
I used to know a guy.
All right. Well, guys, thank you all for tuning in
And-
tonight. We're going to wrap it up here.
And lady.
And lady. Well, I'm talking to the people out there. There could have been ladies out there. I didn't really notice any ladies in the chat.
There was
I'm
one.
thinking-
Hey, Brian, before we go, can I do a shameless plug on the Ricky
Absolutely.
Bobby Rye?
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
I'm not a pro at StreamYard, but I don't know if I can share my screen. I think I can. Let's see if I can. Oh boy, open settings. That's just not a good idea.
So it's the
share-
little screen with the plus in the middle down on the toolbar.
Yeah. And it's certainly asking for some things here.
Rick, speaking of your rye, I need to talk to you for 2 minutes after the stream's over.
Yeah, of course. So basically, I'll talk while I'm typing to see if I can make this work.
Okay.
But Bobby and I have done our first collaborative barrel pick, and we're doing it through his bottle shop. So for those of you that like the things that we talk about, you're interested in our picks and our palate. It's a Still Austin cask strength rye. We were led there by someone that rhymes with Schmancy Schmaley. And then when we did our
Nice.
blind, we took our opportunities or different barrels that they gave us, 4, 5, 6 bottles to choose from. And Bobby brought it down to David Souza, and I probably just went fuzzy again, didn't I?
Yeah.
Doggone it. And so David agreed with Bobby. And so then I agreed with Bobby, and then Austin, our oldest son, he agreed as well. So we all independently selected the same one out of the 6, and we're really excited about it. So $79.99. It's on shop.badaxebourbon.com. I'm going to send this picture to you, and if you could put it on the screen, there's a QR code. I'll send it to, let's see, who is the first person that I can see? I think I texted Marie Ann something weird.
Yeah, it was
So-
the dirty thing, the filthy thing I said.
Yep. So I'm going to send it to you. There's a QR. If you feel like sharing it, cool. But anyways, we're doing a pre-sale on it, and there's still some bottles left, but we're pretty excited about this drop. So we wanted to get it out to everybody that's interested.
How does he
And
want
it's
me
the
to
same
say
price as
this?
the shelfer. So why pay $79.99 for a shelfer when you've got a pick that's been blessed by, David Souza and Bobby and I have aligned on it. So just thoughts there, and wanted to get it out to you guys.
All right. Cool.
Sweet.
So check that out at Bobby's Bottle Shop, and sounds like it's going to be something delicious. Yeah.
It's really good. I'll put the link in the comments. It's shop.badaxebourbon.com, and then the only thing you need to do is select in the menu. There's a barrel pick section, and you can buy it. It's Shopify, and there you go.
Nice.
Rick, how do you want me to share this QR that you just sent to me?
Well, if you want to give it to whoever, I don't know if you or Brian are hosting, but then you can just share their screen and put it up on the.
Oh, okay, because it came to my phone, and Brian's on his computer. So
Oh, well, then in that case, hang on a second. I'll shoot it to Brian.
Sorry.
You know, it's all good. I wasn't sure who was driving. Let's see here. Brian.
I got it right here. Hold on.
He does have it.
Nice. Oh, he's hacked into your stuff. That's awesome.
Yep.
No,
All
well.
right. So, guys, I'm going to put this up here. Bad Axe Bourbon, Still Austin pre-sale.
Boom.
There it is, $79.99.
Awesome.
I'm going to drop this. Whoops.
Nope.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to drop this link in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And if you want to get a hold of that bottle for $79.99, there is the link. All right. So the Ricky Bobby Rye, Still Austin.
Ricky Bobby.
I love the sticker. I absolutely love it.
I'm actually quite offended because I don't have that much white in my beard. I feel like Bobby really took advantage of the graphic design there.
Yeah,
appreciate
it's kind of dirty.
You really did. It's
He
like
did make
Bobby
it
is
Bobby-
mad.
Yeah.
Bobby
was
definitely did
in,
that.
Yeah, Bobby was definitely in charge of this tater sticker. There's no way.
100%. Like, I'm being honest though, I'm definitely leaner in the picture, so I'm giving up the color in the beard for the body fat. Maybe that's a reasonable trade. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
go
true.
with that one. I'd go with that trade. So check that out on Bad Axe's Bottle Shop. Links right there in the chat, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Sounds like a winner. Sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
Okay, so
See the light through the blur. There you go.
yeah, right. We are going to wrap it up here tonight. We will be back in a couple of weeks. We're gonna explore this movie idea and maybe watch a movie and either trash it or review it or speak highly of it. We'll
Sounds
see
good.
what it is.
Good.
But everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We had a pretty good crowd tonight. Lots of people participating in the chat. We appreciate you all. And we're just going to say to make sure you go and subscribe not only to the Whiskey 6, where you're watching right now, where 15 of the 19 are watching. Subscribe to the Whiskey 6, but also subscribe to Whiskey Wars and Mash and Metal and the Bourbon Note and the DRC Bar and the Bourbon Drop. Did I say the Bourbon Note? Bad Axe Bourbon, and of course, Bourbon School. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Thank you all for tuning in, and cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.